at the quarter-final stage of the first ever Interplay World 9-Ball Pool Masters, and Germany's Ralph Suke is one of the pre-tournament favourites. Japan's Takeshi Okamura can't be written off either. He's a former world 9-ball champion. The most flamboyant player in the event, that must be Massey of the USA. The most dogged player could well be Tom Storm, eager to add to his European title. The surprise paquet is Vincent Faquet, 4 times champion of his native France. From the world of snooker, the only Englishman left in. One is the legendary Steve Davis. The second English hope is a pool fanatic, Jimmy White. And the outsider in the event must be Tony Knowles, the veteran from Bolton. Not too many rules to worry about. All the players have to do is pot the balls in order, 1 to 9. The man who sinks the 9-ball wins the rack. It's the best of 3 sets, with each set the best of 7 racks. In the draw, 3 Englishmen plus 1 from each of 5 countries. A truly international event. First up, Sweden against the USA. Tom Storm, very determined.
This time I want to make the best of it. Before, it was a little bit problem and everything to play in this tournament. And right now I feel I want to win. I want to make everything.
Mike Massey's an old rival.
Tom's a good friend of mine, and we practiced together in Sweden. I was in Sweden for 10 days before I came here, and Tom's a very good player. He's one of the top European players, and he's usually an aggressive type player, you know, a good shot maker, and I respect his game a lot. Yeah.
We pick up the action at the start of the second set. Massey, 1 set up.
Thank you, gentlemen. Lag, please, for the second set.
Here's the lag. Sound Anglo-Saxon word, presumably from whoever lags loses.
Tom?
The lag in the sense of lack, rather than in the sense of hot water installations.
Tom Storm's won the lag, second set.
Or to lag behind.
First rack.
Tom Storm then to break in the first rack of the second set. 9-ball going nowhere, white
Low
ball.
to bottom to hold the ball mid-table. There's an easy angle on the 1. The 1's no trouble, nor the 2. The 3's easy as well, so he should get to the quarter 4 on autopilot. It juddered.
I think you juddered if you'd just been hit by Mike Massey. And
Gently off the 2 cushions for the red middle.
Nicely played. Then back to the purple ball, the 4-ball. Yes, it's a game that any age can enjoy, old and young.
And I don't want to cast any aspersions on 8-ball and the aficionados of that, but this involves all the thinking power of snooker, billiards and pool. You need finesse at times, and at those you need power.
Yeah, I mean, and there's enough scope for safety play, whereas an 8-ball that can just get over the top.
I agree. One has to think that this young lad watching a display by Massey that isn't top draw, because Storm really hasn't got going on his break. His break is not producing enough development of the 9. His black should be easily into the middle, although he has missed 1 or 2. Straightest shots like this, played at just the right, no fear of hitting that with some pace. And this is to go ahead with success.
So, Massey goes ahead in the second set.
Second rack in the second
He's
set.
trying to do the
Mike
American
Massey to
break, splay your legs rather than qualify. But the real thing is in the arm and shoulder movement to get power in the last foot of the arc into the white.
Well, nothing down this time for him, so Tom Storm must seize this chance, has to win this set to stay alive. A semi-ripple that one got.
And Massey sitting watching. Storm tries to nail a few together. Massey, of course, had born again Christian. And one has to say it, Storm needs a bit of the devil to come back into his game here. He's not playing with any fluency. This is a tricky one. He doesn't look happy. He had a funny call earlier when his wicket was adjudged in the first rack of the game to have touched when he was in play. He was on about the third ball of a run. That's a nice confident strike into the middle. The 5 long.
Actually, it probably wasn't a foul. It was just that they decided it was a boring waistcoat compared with all the others.
Try and raise the tone of the commentary, and Mr. Carter spawns me. Should be in position, Storm near by there. On the 9. Straight contact near. That should cheer him up a bit.
Well, he needs cheering up. That's level it up. 1 rack apiece in the second set. Lost the first set, of course, 4-1. Needs to do something here. Needs to do it quickly.
Well, in the last year, I've commentated on men throwing bits of metal at a mat and fellows pulling steamrollers with their teeth.
1 rack each in the
Extending my
second
range along with
set.
Chris
First
Carter
set
into
to
the
Mike
world of
Massey.
9 ball.
Tom Storm to break.
Been playing a bit in certain places in Leeds, like the Minnesota, and I find it absolutely fascinating. The combination of all the skills in ball sports and bass, but it's gonna, I think, it'll take a lifetime to get that sort of power.
Well,
In the my break.
the old 1 ball not looking very good for him though, is it? That doesn't look as though it's going to go. Here's the break again. White ball bouncing high into the air.
Why do they play it with so much bottom, the break, I think, Chris?
Well, again, I suppose it's to try to keep that white ball in the centre. It's to control it. Doesn't always work, as you can see. And this really is difficult. Surely that yellow ball is never going to go past that green ball. Maybe he's just going to try and tuck it away and leave his opponent with a problem.
And again, going back to the break, if it looks ugly, the bounce that the white sometimes bounces with a foot high off the table, but then again, that also contributes towards retaining the white in the middle.
Because in many ways, the big break is not a particularly attractive thing to see, but it's effective.
Absolutely. A bit like goals by Malcolm MacDonald. Set up, maybe. Yeah. The 1. Yeah. It's the awkward middle bag again, but yeah, look what happens here. He was trying to cut that, and it went in the clear ground.
And he was too hard by any yardstick, really, wasn't he?
Yep. Dull, lifeless eyes, almost like a great white. Not happy with his play at the minute, Storm. And this lad, obviously religious and patriotic. There are small American flags on his wicket. And is he going for the double? the bank. Yes! Round at the bank, American jog in the double. Risky sometimes because if you need 2 bumps on the cush, the second one will almost certain straighten out at any angle. Look at where he found position with enormous spin.
That ball going straight in the pocket there, no, not needing the jaws at all, did it? Oh,
He
well.
tried the intermediate shot there. He was after the orange there, I think.
Well, I think he was using the orange to guide the 3-ball in. But,
Probably.
another chance for the Swede. Cannot afford to make any mistakes.
He's lost the first set, the American, and it's 1-1 in the second. And this should be a fairly easy rail shot, just demands a simultaneous contact cushion and ball. Again, a bit of rail involved. Yeah, straight front, no bother. Brown sitting, begging. Bit of bottom to get a nicer angle. No, he didn't. This slightly dubious, didn't travel far enough, but the cut inch perfect.
And leaving himself a nice angle on the 9-ball to go ahead for the first time in the second set. 2 racks to 1.
Well, he was
4th rack, Mike Massey to rate.
jumping at the bit like a quarter horse, ready to run up.
9-ball down.
There's 9-ball in on the break. Hustle to the board, has to spend much time on that rack, making it 2-2. Just watch this one, folks.
Well, a golden break in all its glory.
And the ball's clear, the trajectory, and in it goes. Line down. Storm in the face of one.
Ball levels it up. 2 racks apiece in the second set.
Welcome back to Blackpool, where it's now 3-all in the second set.
Must be won by 2 clear racks. Otherwise, a sudden death rack at 5-all.
Scorpion now 3 apiece. Storm here, one of the cornerstones of the successful Europe team. In November in Basildon, the Mosconi Cup, from an American team that Massey was in. Very productive break, 3 down. So watch this. Very powerful 23-mile-an-hour job.
The white ball, cue ball staying in the middle of the table.
And offering all the options he wants to clear up. So if he can just stick to his task here, as the great John Fullman used to say, stick to your
Very worried about the waistcoat now.
stick to your guns, boy.
Can't be very
Dear boy.
comfortable position to make the shot, but no problem. He's well aware of the dangers of the old waistcoat. Is it waistcoat you call it?
Westgate, I think, is usually
Westgate
where it's
you
to
call
pronounce it.
Yeah.
And if we wrote out
Funny
pool
language.
scores like cricket, it would look great, wouldn't it? Storm out, touch Westgate. Low down, no bother. Not to worry about it, I don't think, here. He easily gets position.
Well,
And
the old
Brown.
starter pendulum is in action again, isn't it? Swinging back and forwards. Back in favour of the Swede. Gonna go ahead here. Put it down. 7-4-3 ahead now in the second set.
She's one more to make it centre-piece and take us to the decider. So a vital rack coming up.
The 8th rack, Mike Massey to break.
Mike Massey makes the break. Again, the white ball mounts up and down, but this time I don't think anything in.
But the yellow is blocked. Both possible angles on the yellow, I think, are blocked. No, they're not. From the top shot, the yellow cuts.
Look at the cue here.
It's not a very pretty thing, that break. But it can be tremendously effective.
Is he going to cut it in? No, playing for the safety. Now what can the American do here? 49 years of age, coming up to 50, this guy. Been around a long time, just looking to see what on earth is he thinking about.
Well, it's certainly not in Principia Mathematica, I'll tell you that for now. I would go with a bit of side for the middle bag, off the cushion first.
Yeah, but you're a brave Geordie. This is a man from Tennessee.
Yeah, well, I think he just played. That was a fairly pathetic safety, I think. He tried to lose the white, I think, in the cluster at the bottom, but there was very little control over where the yellow went, and it's down now for sure, I would have thought.
Okay.
So that's really that sloppy shot, sloppy attempt at safety by Massey. I'm not being rude. I'm just trying to be blunt. Let the Swede in here and take it to the deciding set.
I think you could be right. Tom will not want to over-hurry this. A mistake could upset the calculations.
And the only tricky shot is probably how he gets the green to clear the brown. I think this is the vital time. Watch where the white lands here. It's got to be dead perfect, or else I think there's a touch and ball situation, green to brown. I think he might get trouble cueing anyway, and I think the does the contact, is there any, there's enough air for it to be clear. 6 down, no bother, gently up with the brown. This looks like his little storm will sweep through here to make it one set apiece. 2 cushions to take the black. Pinpoint accuracy there to clear the yellow by an inch. And here goes the yellow straight 9. And Tom will be back on the yellow brick road, because this makes it one set apiece.
Indeed, that's 5 racks to 3 in the second set for Tom Storm. So he's leveled it up, and we're into a decider. And who is going to crack?
Thank you, gentlemen. Your lag, please, for the deciding set.
Lagging to see who's going to break in this crucial and deciding third set. It's going to be Tom Storm, I think. That's it.
Tom Storm's won the lag and will break in the deciding set.
Now this is a test of character.
Fueled by mineral water, like some sports you can name.
All right. He's does like his beer from time to time, but Thomas has cut down on the old alcohol intake.
Wasn't it a very similar game that Werbenik needed about 16 pints of lager to calm his nerves down, and he was getting them on a prescription at one time.
Was a move.
19 ball. Yeah. Golden breaker starts. The golden Swede at last allows himself a golden grin to match his hairstyle.
That's it. See it again. Here's the break. Long surfer. He's on a roll. Bang. Yeah, look at
Second rack in the deciding set.
But as they say around Derby, it ain't over till Chris Carter sings.
Foul.
Oh, and Mike Massey scratches on the shot.
And look at the spread of the balls. 4 or 5 of these begging to be potted.
Well, I pose the question, who's going to crack with the pressure? And is the answer Mike Massey? Let's look at this break again.
Yes, the follow through didn't even end at his cliff. Easy blow by a man of his standard, especially with the bit between his teeth here. Storm doesn't need the rail to pop that blow. The reds are dawdled into the middle.
And the purple down on the rail here.
Yeah, just has to. Could have done with maybe in a bit further over Chris, another 6 inches, but I'm sure of his calibre. You might need a bit of rail on the last 6 inches, but it's in.
Over to the orange.
Which is sitting begging.
Green after this.
Orange just comes off. That's pinpoint accuracy. That is brilliantly placed. That's almost straight to within 2 or 3 degrees. Taking his time there because they say when I pick the cue up and the black's on the lip of the pocket, I've seen these mists in. This takes a minute adjustment. It's not dead straight, but the rail could help. No bother, played with power to get position, so that shows immense confidence.
Well, he's growing with confidence.
Absolutely bubbling with it. Well, look, dischuffed. Incredibly dischuffed. And he's missed it with the ledge down. Hit the ball on the very first rack. That seemed to phase him. The American took the first set. But Storm in the last 5 to 10 minutes got his confidence totally. And this goes blindfold into the middle for 2-0.
Ages ahead, still further in the deciding third rack. 2-0 now.
Yeah, that was the sort of control. That was Davis-esque. The use of the white there. Perfect position.
Tom Storm to break, leading 2 racks to 0. Deciding set.
Tom Storm then, can he have a golden break again? Wind himself up. Well,
He'll have to settle for bronze.
yes, he will.
But he won't stay in third position long with this scatter. Interesting looking table. I'll be surprised if he ever took up high diving for a sport. Amazing body control, body language in the break. A nice control. I think he's gone a bit far. Chris, what do you reckon on the 2? Could have done with being the other side of the 2.
He would have preferred it, but it's not impossible, is it, by any manner of means?
What's the best option? The cut?
Yes, I think so. Not happy with it, quite understandably.
How about losing the white to the top rail and taking the blue across and bringing it back behind the 9? A different safety shot, but very effective think that goes. Well, no, I mean, I think you can make contact with a bit of swerve, but to make the contact that cuts into the pocket he's near now, where the choke was, that's to pot this would be some shot.
Well, indeed, and to control the both balls after this would be difficult, to think.
So lots of options, things can go wrong here. If this swerve, he can set it up. He back heels it.
Oh, and the 9
And
ball
he's fluked.
drop in.
He's fluked the 9.
Now, I wonder whether that might put a little thought into Tom Storm's head.
All right, was this? Oh, I'm sure he couldn't bank on. He meant to hit it. No, he meant to swerve it in, not back heel it. He couldn't have worked out the cushion hit first and then the plant. Even the young Einstein couldn't have worked that out. Middle maybe. Certainly doesn't get past the brown.
Looking for the cannon.
Well, was he being greedy?
Yes, he was.
Well,
He wanted his bread and the jam.
Four.
Well, now, not really sure what that was all about.
We needed the power for position on the green, but he forgot about the pot.
May suffer for that, mightn't he?
Yeah, because the 4 guy Massey, well, knows the table is absolutely open, and the 9 is sitting over a pocket. You wouldn't expect a player of Massey's caliber to miss this long purple. You just, they're not going to get it in, yeah. 6, no bother into the middle, should be. 7 sitting waiting. And off the cushion to go to the left of the black. Just where he wanted. Doesn't need to do anything with the cue ball here, but stop it dead.
So, Mike Massey, winner of the first set, beaten in the second set, going to come back into the hunt. Makes it, he's only 1 rack down now, trailing 2 racks to 1 in the third set.
Tom Storm leads 2 racks to 1 in the deciding set. Mike Massey to break.
And he hasn't been having too much golden luck, or indeed judgment, on using the 9 from the break, or developing the 9, rather, what way of putting it. But does have a productive scatter, and the 1 goes easily into the middle, the 2 goes easily to the left, the 3's very open, so American will have a run through in mind here.
Now Mike Massey starting then, what he hopes will level it up, and the interesting situation is that they have won 8 racks apiece so far in this match.
Yeah.
There he is. It's a frame-up, mister.
And the gear. They carry the cues in, very reminiscent of medieval archers from Cressy to Tokyo. Almost like they carried spears and arrows in.
You're back to your modern history again, aren't you?
I'm sorry, this is medieval history. Wrong. Modern starts in 1450. I'm talking about 1283 round about now. Samurai time.
Modern when you were about.
It's tough dealing with the working classes, you know. Stars and stripes to boggle the eyes. Lovely shot as well. Beat your heart out, you know. Uses the power. It's just purple 4 now. He actually, I don't mean, when I play on Midland, John Greed was my coach, he sometimes, when he's not concentrating, takes the cue away from the bridge too quick. I think Massey, well, you might say I'm wrong. It's a long way gone from Tennessee to Pudsey to crack somebody's head, but I think he does take that cue off the bridge too early.
If you are going to crack somebody's head, you probably would want to go to Pudsey to do it.
Some head crackers there, kid. This should go in easily, even past the fiercely angled lip.
And it looks ominously from the point of view of Tom Storm, that is, that Mike Massey's going to level it up. He will have won 1 rack more than Tom in the total match, but it'll be 2-2 in the deciding third set. 1 shot to go.
Yes, I put the deed to the whippet right on this.
Down it goes. That's it. 2 racks apiece. Third set.
I do believe one of our cameraman knocked his spare cue over there. Wow. How do you get a cue from here to here? Now, Massey pots it despite a slight little occurrence to the side of shots like this.
One set each, 2 racks each. Tom Storm to break.
Tom Storm winding himself up. 9 ball knocked all over the place, but doesn't go near a pocket. Changes cues.
Yeah, see, I'm talking with follow-throughs. Brilliant follow-through, the cue actually bending about 2 inches. That's what you're going to master, folks, if you're going to master the basic element of this, which is the break. You could break a few bits of stick and a few hectares of bays learning that shot. Beautiful rail shot.
To the red.
As the stone said, it's only rock and rail, but I like it. Gentle, delicate. That's the beauty about this game, Chris, for me, where I think 8 ball is a bit one-paced. Sometimes deadly dull when the safety comes in, or when people pocket hang. Whereas in this, 1 minute it's the bludgeon, the next minute is the scalpel. Love it. And looking at the face, if we can see it again, his facial muscles were doing overtime in the first set that he lost, racked with tension. Now he's into his stride, and how. As they say in cycling,
Yeah, will this green go all the way down the rail? Tom not too sure.
Yes, they say in cycling, when you've got the half a pennine to climb, it's eyeballs out time. I think we're getting that stage in this match, 1 set each. It's 2-2 in a decided set.
Does not like this at all.
Yeah, a few red flickers in the white of the eyes.
No.
Is he going for safety, Chris?
Yep.
Has to be spot on off that cush. That's a
It's
pretty
not
good
bad.
shot, that. Why don't we get jobs in Las Vegas, Chris?
Oh, this will follow. As sure as possibly.
They need 2 night watchmen at the Vegas Hilton. So Massey, like captain of a ship with a sextant, working out the angles to miss the rocks like the needles.
But is he going to go into the Bermuda Triangle?
Made the contact, but has he left it safe?
But it's not going to be totally easy, though. For,
Well, going back to when you use the double, we have Arwood go for the double here, as you say. 16-year-olds down Tuscaloosa in a pool room would whack this into the middle bag, will he?
No, again going for a safety.
And that's pretty good because it had to be weighted just right to leave. If you drew a line down the pitch, it's 6 inches to the left of the strike line on the green.
Interesting shot there of Tom Storm, twice sort of trying to look into the eyes of his opponent as if to say, well, what are you going to do about that?
Do a Dominic Cork on him, eh?
And there's Jonathan Gale, who's been involved in this championship over the previous weeks. Back here to watch a superb contest between two very, very good players. This, of course, the quarter-final stage.
And, of course, it's 1 set each. The Swede did not do himself justice in the first set. Got flowing in the second. And this is the World Match Play. The World Masters Tournament. Here in Blackpool. It's the first quarter-final match. And it's poised.
Well, getting to the stage where neither player really wants to make a mistake, can afford to make a mistake.
Yeah, because it's 2-2 in the decided set. And you don't want to do any sticky-wicky, any pockets here.
I think that might
green
cut
cuts,
him.
yep. Didn't get the power to take it safely onto the rail beyond the pocket. If it had been 6 inches further up near the rail, it would have been a possible but very tricky cut. This is a fairly easy, thin strike, which should be no problem to him.
Round the houses back for the round up the table, or maybe into the middle pocket again.
I think he's kind of in the middle, by the way, he's looking at it from this angle. Or should I say, I would have gone in the middle. Hence why I'm sitting on my bottom in here, sipping water, and not out there striking the balls with style and grace.
So, Tom Storm now looking as though he might just edge ahead by 1 rack in this third set. It was a mistake. There we go. 3 racks to 2. And once again, Tom Storm is in the situation of needing just 1 more rack to win a set. But this set will take him to the semi-final.
See then, can't lose this one. And how they developed for Storm. He's quite quickly to his feet. Works out the options, and the one's easy. question is how best to get the blue 2 into one of these near pockets as you look at it, viewers. Got a bit of work to get the white back on the blue 2, which is 9 inches from the 9. Yeah, what would be the pink spot on the snooker table? Well, sure, he didn't mean this. He didn't mean to set
No,
the
I
2-9, did he, Professor?
I think in many ways you could perhaps.
This is
What do I do?
an amazing decision to
Can
have
I have
to
a
make.
vote?
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
we have a vote in the audience, please? Shall I go for it? There we go. That's where I've got to hit that blue ball to hit the 9 ball to win this match and go into the semi-final.
It's like reading Shakespeare in 4 acts and to get to the middle of the last one and find there's only 2 pages. Suddenly the drama collapses and the psychological moment is here now. Match point to Storm. Blue 9 round the jaws. And what's he left? That's the question. What's he left? The red's easy. Yeah. The blue 2 is easy. Well, no, the blue 2 might. Does the blue 2? He has the effort. I think he hit it a bit hard. No need to put this much power in.
Well, the angle was wrong as well. I don't think it was just the power. I think even softer it wouldn't have gone in off the jaws.
Agreed, Prof.
Brave effort, though.
He's left. Well, again, I'll stick my chin out. I think Mike Massey's eyesight maybe a smidge off what it was in his prime. He has missed a couple of middle bag shots badly. This is an extremely thin cut.
And I tell you what, both his opponent and the referee will be watching the waistcoat here.
Because Storm snudged it. Yeah. Brilliant. Oh. That was a lovely cut.
A nice shot all round. The rest looks fairly plain sailing.
It's got to win this rack. That's the Swedes won. I think we're going to 3-all if he can proceed through these very sweetly lying allies. Even that 2-ball, the United ball players, even the 9-ball is on the rail for a real shot. And these boys can leave it, can line up a real shot as easy as spooning soup. Very easy. They all go in the middle, and then it'll be an easy trickle up to the reel for the 9. Green down, brown will go the same way. Black's dawdling on the pocket. Cueing's a bit awkward, but he knows that Massey won't have any trouble with the Cueing here. The pellucid eyes of the Swede who knows that, I don't know what they say in Sweden for blown it, but he was only half an inch out on a 2-9 plant for the match. Now this is a crucial time because he has to move the white the width of the table and land it within an inch of the cushion anywhere he likes. It's got to stay close, 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 close. Well,
and that suddenly becomes a difficult shot. It's a bank shot, undoubtedly.
And to tautologize, the banker is not a banker here. Bank being American for double. If this misses, it could be very easy. That could be the bank robbed.
This could be game, set and match.
I'm not sure that was a good risk there. I don't see what else he could have done. But it was a very bad shot before. He should have been within an inch of the same rail.
The 9-ball for Tom Storm to go through to the semi. Down he goes! He's done it! The Scandinavian comes to the table when he thought it was all over, and he wraps it up. Tom Storm then through.
Ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation please for Mike Massey into the semi-final. Tom Storm!